has just created the strongest dungeon in all of anime, where not even a saint at the scale of Hinata, who even gave Rimuru an L, like, she can't even beat it. Because you have monsters lurking in there, which even true dragons and primordial colors like Diablo struggle against. But the most broken part about all of it is that accidentally, bro also developed a super efficient training ground for his entire army, where people can infinitely go 100% against each other without the worry of death due to Rimuru, who is an entity so powerful that in her full adult form, her strength is in the category of the primal angels or even Guy Crimson. We only get a glimpse of it with the labyrinth she creates for Rimuru. This is a giant underground power that is within Rimuru and Rimuru' control. It is home to not only some of the strongest in Tensura, but is also an incredible economic juggernaut for the nation of Tempest, which in the future will allow Rimuru to probably become a trillionaire. But how was a place like this just spawned in? Like, it took Rimuru only 100 hours to develop it all, okay? Well, it all has to do with the former Spirit Queen, where she was originally a super OP creature serving as a guide for heroes like Leon Cronwell and maintaining dominion over all spirits. She was so powerful that she even helped quell Milim's anger during her rampage 2,000 years ago, ending the 7-day-long fight between Milim and Guy Crimson by absorbing the dark anger within her. However, she kind of fumbled the bag, as Rimuru was exposed to evil and dark auras, forcing her into a childlike body and an eternal cycle of reincarnation. In her child form, she's an idiot as opposed to her original calm and benevolent self. So yeah, she went from basically a god chosen by Veldanava to a literal 2-year-old who likes cookies. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some cookies too, but this is a generational falloff. So since Rimuru sucks so much, she naturally gets jealous after learning about Milim's new BFF Rimuru, and so she decides to loiter around Tempest to be closer to all the fun. It was here when Rimuru had the perfect idea to further deepen the bonds between Rimuru' territory and his own nation, creating an insane tourist attraction, a 100-floor dungeon for adventurers to explore and earn rewards from, with powerful boss monsters awaiting every 10 floors, all concluding with an epic battle against Veldora as the final boss. This is possible due to Rimuru' intrinsic skill, Small World, which allows the user to create a near endless labyrinth of isolated space tailored to their liking. This space is especially dangerous because it's near impossible to break out of. For example, in the latest volume, Insect Lord Zolanis tries to break the dungeon, and this guy is on the same level as the true dragons or Milim. However, even his tremor couldn't break Rimuru' power. What's even scarier is how Small World grants its user absolute near infinite power. Now, if we're talking politics on paper, this dungeon is ruled by both Rimuru and Rimuru, a special arena under the administration of a joint sovereignty. But to say Rimuru is strong inside this dominion would be an understatement. She's practically a god. And Rimuru kinda is just like, yo, Rimuru, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? So even Rimuru is under her dominion inside here. She's able to create pretty much any object, structure, terrain she wants, also having the ability to reshape floors and switch their orders. While life can't just be created inside Small World, it can be preserved. What this means is that if a monster inside the dungeon dies, Rimuru can just respawn it with the snap of her finger. She even created an item to do this process automatically, but better yet, she's able to program floors to resurrect monsters on the spot without special items or the user's awareness. So yeah, this makes Rimuru not only super strong, but her subordinates immortal. This goes for Veldora too, while he's in the dungeon, making him practically unbeatable. When it comes to people themselves, they need to consent to enter the dungeon. It's absolutely required besides on rare occasions. Like, Rimuru can't just come up to a guy sleeping and go, boom, welcome to my dungeon, bitch. Consent is required, even if minimal. Like I said, Rimuru can sometimes force somebody into the dungeon, but it requires extreme effort and places great strain on her body, and very young children who haven't really developed their sense yet are exempt from this.